Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna have kind of like a bittersweet video. The sweet bit is that we kind of get to know which champions are going to be added as new old champions in the 6-star basic pool. So basically we can find out which of the old champions are going to be released as 6-stars. So how this all started, obviously I released a video a couple days ago saying that, hey, you know what, majority of the champions are in game as 6-stars already and there aren't too many left over. And then a while later I saw Megawok kind of like post a discussion thread on the forums and saying like, after watching KD1's video I thought it would be a good discussion. So you read the question already. Who do you think we will see in the next featured hero 6-star crystal? And these are basically the options that he could find on Aunt May's website as champions without the 6-star borders around them. However, quite quickly some people here and as well as people in my comment section noticed that, for instance, Starlord is not mentioned here, even though Starlord is not available as a 6-star currently in the basic pool, where we have the picture of the basic pool a bit later. There we go. So all this thing, and Starlord is not in there. So as it turns out, these star levels have already been added in game currently right now, but you can only view if you do not have those champions acquired to your account. So here we can see somebody with a fresh baby account or free-to-play account who started an account can click on Starlord and see that he is meant to be available as a 6-star. And Aunt May has already picked up on that as well and has kind of been kept on the down low. But that also means that unless Kabam does make some sort of last minute changes, we already have a list of the new quote-unquote old champions that will be released as 6-stars. Unfortunately, however, that list is extremely disappointing, and here comes the sad part, right? Because here we can see the champions that they didn't pick. So they didn't pick Black Widow, Archangel Blade, Dr. Voodoo, Ghost Rider, Gwenpool, Hulk Hyperion, Iceman, Magic, Medusa, Quake, She-Hulk, Rogue, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, Thor, X-23, or Scarlet Witch, or Vision, Age of Ultron, or none of that stuff, right? None of that much greatness, kind of like. There are so many amazing champions in this list that they haven't added yet. But these champions, none of these champions in this picture are in the next basic pool. If you want to find out which champions will be added, we have to go to 1 second, let's find the correct comment. Somebody posted a list of it already. I think I must have scrolled past it. Just give me a second. It looks different when you look at it from side. Here we go. Already viewable with Aunt May. It will be Agent Venom, Starlord, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Falcon, Joe Fixit, and White Magneto. That's right. So we're gonna get Agent Venom, garbage. Starlord, people are gonna argue with me, but outdated garbage. Kamala Khan, Swede celebrates. Falcon, garbage. Joe Fixit, utter garbage. Magneto, Marvel Now. Ultimate garbage, Marvel Now garbage, I don't know. Basically not a good new, really, anyways, not a really good new 6-star. This might be one of the worst kind of like additions to these pools we have seen recently. As we can see here in the previous one, we at least kind of like got Colossus and Spider-Gwen, so those are cool, and the rest are bad. But this time we don't even have that. And yeah, man, next featured crystal obviously can still potentially be made quite decent by the other 12 champions that will be added to the list. But these new old 6-star champions are all going to be awful. So I can fill this bit with Agent Venom, this with Starlord, this with Kamala Khan, and what have you, Falcon, and Joe Fixit, man. At least there's a one upside, and trying to build some sort of upsides here, right? Joe Fixit, right? We didn't have him as a 5-star, and now he's gonna get released as a 6-star. So that is going to be quite interesting there to see how Joe Fixit does, I guess, because there inevitably will be some players very soon in a game throughout the year who will have Joe Fixit as their first, second, or third 6-star champion. So it's going to be interesting to see how much that Joe Fixit will help with their progression. And overall, definitely very underwhelming list, considering that these are the 32 champions that are left over after this new pool, and we have so many greats. They could have picked just one good champion. I don't know, Ghost Rider, Medusa, Magic, Hyperion, Iceman, Archangel, Gwenpool, Quake, She-Hulk, Stocking Hand, Spider-Man. Just one. And no, they didn't. So unfortunately, and like again, this is kind of like fingers crossed that this does not happen. But I think we're gonna be on a course where out of these 32 champions, which would technically mean 4 more crystal additions, like 4 more featured crystals, I kind of fear that there's going to be select 6 that never get added. Kind of like we had with 4 stars, with Scarlet Witch, with Wolverine, and a bunch of others that were not added as 5 stars for absolutely forever. And unfortunately, I fear that champions like Archangel, Quake, Blade, Stocking Hand, Spider-Man, Hyperion, Iceman will be left out from 6-star pool altogether. And I briefly touched on this in my previous video and I didn't extend on it, because if you think about it, that is the most effective way how to nerf a champion to the ground without actually touching them or nerfing them or facing even major community backlash. Simply not releasing that champion in the strongest difficulty level. For instance, you can look at the OG staples such as Vision, Age of Ultron. When 4 stars were at the peak of the game, Vision, Age of Ultron was still heavily used champion, was valuable champion. He had his upsides, he had his downsides from the expensive original Vision, but he was still extremely capable champion that did provide a lot of players with answers to problems. And the simple fact that he never came as a 5-star means that he has completely been forgotten in contest, means that nobody really plays him, pays attention, values him. He means nothing to pretty much anyone anymore. Similar to Scarlet Witch, obviously so many of us who have played this game pre-12.0 have so many fond memories of Scarlet Witch, but there are many people who start playing this game currently and they don't know what we're talking about because Scarlet Witch isn't as a 5-star. They start playing, they get their 5 stars to rank 3, to rank 4. Scarlet Witch obviously isn't up there, and many people just glance over the champion. And no matter the way you look at it, at this point currently you can't even bring in Scarlet Witch in Act 6 and check how she would do, because 4 stars are banned from Act 6, right? So that basically has completely destroyed the endgame viability and usability of Scarlet Witch. And the same case can happen to, I don't know, let's use Iceman for example. As game moves on, as game progresses, we're all going to rank up champions to 6 stars to rank 3, 6 stars to rank 4. Eventually we're going to get to 6-star rank 5 progression level, and 5 stars will become less and less needed and useful. If a certain champion is not available as a 6-star, he might as well not exist as far as endgame players are concerned, because he's simply never going to be powerful enough to actually be tried, tested, and used. Or Kabam can even put a 5-star ban and only allow us bring in 6 stars in certain content in the future. So I know that does take quite a bit of while, but that is the most lethal way how to nerf a champion, and obviously that is worrisome. So without sounding too gloom and gloom, and obviously I do not know it's gonna happen, I hope it's not gonna happen. I really do hope that all of the champions in game do get added to the highest level that all champions are available, because they are designed to be used. They are designed, somebody has actually put in effort. People love these champions, and I personally firmly believe that all of the champions that are in the contest should at least be given the opportunity to be used by the players. And I do hope that eventually we see all of these champions as 6-star champions. And obviously champions like Unstoppable Colossus, Goldpool, Punisher, Labyrinth of Legends Ultron, and a bunch more may not come, or they may come in some special event after a while or something like that. But at least for these basic kind of like champions that are actually in crystals that people can acquire by normal means, I really do genuinely hope that they do get added in as 6 stars without fail this time, without silly excuses that something would be overpowered or whatever, because we have overpowered things at the game. And if something would be overpowered, then you can mess with the numbers as you're releasing a 6-star scale, the ability triggers down or something, or at least bring it up to discussion and don't just kind of like, I don't know, sweep it under the bed and hope nobody's gonna notice. Because I don't think anybody's happy or okay with this kind of like Scarlet Witch situation, Wolverine situation. It's something we have learned to accept and deal with, but obviously we would all absolutely love to see these champions. It's 5 and 6 stars in the game. At least I personally believe so. Either way, so that's the news. Here we have, again, let's go through, before we finish, the list of the new champions that will get added. It is Agent Venom, Starlord, Kamal Khan, Falcon, Joe Fixit, Magneto, Marvel Now. Unfortunately, utter and complete garbage this time. On the bright side, that leaves a lot less garbage for next time. So keep that in mind, that always is some sort of positive. So next crystal pool should be quite considerably better, because you couldn't find that crappy of a list out of these 32 remaining champions if you tried, right? What are the worst champions I can pick? Netflix Daredevil, Crossbones, Captain America, Hulk, Symbiote, Spider-Man. All of those are still better pretty much anyways. They're not great, but they're still better than Falcon, for instance. So yeah, anyways, let's look at the positives. Next list is pretty much guaranteed to be better than the one we're getting this time, because we got worst of the worst in now. Sucks, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Perhaps Kabam still can change it, because obviously this isn't confirmed, and this isn't like officially confirmed by Kabam, but it just seems to be the case based on the fact that they are displayed in game with the 6-star levels. Yeah, I think that will pretty much put the end for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, if you did, do hit that like button. If you do have something to say on the matter, do leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about this list. Maybe I'm being unfair on Joe Fixit, or maybe I'm being unfair on Starlord, or you guys are excited for any of these champions. Are you happy with any of these champions? Did you want any of these 6 champions to be added in the game now? So yeah, or do you think they're just a bit crappy? But yeah, anyways, that will do for today. It's enough of my mumbling for now. I hope, once again, you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all of the buttons, and I will catch you guys soon. See ya.